Welcome to a journey through the wild where imagination meets the untamed world of nature. Today, we're delving into a fascinating, albeit speculative, scenario. A face-off between two of the most formidable predators on our planet. First, let's meet the mighty polar bear. Roaming the icy expanses of the Arctic, this colossal creature is not just the largest bear species, it's the largest land carnivore in the world. With males weighing up to a staggering 1,500 pounds, their sheer size is awe-inspiring. But it's not just their size that makes them remarkable. Polar bears are supreme survivalists, adapted to the harsh Arctic environment with a thick layer of fat, a dense fur coat and large, powerful limbs that make them excellent swimmers. Their lives revolve around the sea ice, where they expertly hunt their favorite prey, seals. Switching our gaze to the dense forests of the Russian Far East, we find the Siberian tiger, also known as the Amur tiger. This majestic big cat is the largest of the tiger subspecies and a symbol of raw power and elegance. Weighing up to 660 pounds, Siberian tigers are perfectly designed for stealth and strength. Their striped coats provide camouflage amongst the trees, and their powerful legs allow them to leap great distances to ambush prey. Living in a realm where temperatures can plunge far below freezing, these tigers have adapted to survive in harsh conditions, hunting a variety of prey including deer, wild boar, and yes, even the formidable Ussuri brown bear. In reality, these two apex predators never cross paths. Polar bears reign over the frozen north, while Siberian tigers prowl the forests of the east. But in the spirit of exploration and a bit of fun speculation, let's ponder the what-ifs. What would happen in a hypothetical encounter between these two giants of the animal kingdom? To unravel this mystery, we'll dive into an analysis of their strengths, weaknesses, and behaviors, scrutinizing how they engage in combat and against whom. So let's embark on this speculative adventure with both excitement and a deep respect for these magnificent creatures. In this clash between a polar bear and a Siberian tiger, let's first establish the battleground. Picture an environment that's an equal playing field, where neither icy expanses nor dense forests offer an advantage. This neutral territory ensures that the battle is fair for both combatants. Now let's delve into the strengths and weaknesses of these formidable beasts in combat. The polar bear, with its towering stature and massive build, possesses incredible strength and endurance. Its paws, larger than dinner plates, are equipped with sharp claws, useful in gripping slippery prey and potentially in combat. However, their size could be a disadvantage in terms of agility and speed, especially in a more temperate setting. The Siberian tiger, on the other hand, combines strength with remarkable agility. Its powerful legs enable explosive speed and formidable leaps, turning it into a stealthy and efficient hunter. The tiger's main drawback in a direct confrontation with a larger predator like a polar bear could be its smaller size and lesser weight. Siberian tiger's encounters with bears. In the dense forests of its habitat, the Siberian tiger faces formidable adversaries, in the form of Ussuri brown bears and Asian black bears. These encounters, albeit rare, are highly significant in understanding the tiger's fighting skills. When these two apex predators clash, it is a true test of the tiger's strength, agility, and strategy. A successful hunt or defense against such a formidable opponent highlights the tiger's ability to tackle larger and powerful adversaries, which could be insightful in considering a hypothetical fight with a polar bear. The success of the Siberian tiger in these encounters, particularly with the larger Ussuri brown bears, suggests a proficiency in handling opponents that are not only formidable but also larger in size. This experience could provide indirect insights into how a tiger might approach a conflict, with an animal of the polar bear's stature relying on agility, precision, and strategic use of its environment. Polar bear's walrus challenge. For the polar bear, one of its most notable non-human challenges in the Arctic comes from encounters with walruses. Despite being a primary prey, walruses can pose a significant challenge to a polar bear. With their impressive bulk and long tusks, walruses are not easy targets, especially when defending their young. A successful hunt against a walrus demonstrates the polar bear's immense physical power and ability to overcome a well-armed and sturdy opponent. This showcases the bear's raw strength and endurance, as well as its capability to inflict substantial damage, traits that would be pivotal in any combat scenario. These insights into the typical interspecies conflicts faced by both the Siberian tiger and the polar bear illuminate their respective combat abilities. At first glance, it may seem the Siberian tiger faces tougher interspecies challenges. However, the equation changes when considering intraspecies conflicts. Polar bears, particularly males, engage in fierce battles over territory and mates. These confrontations can be brutal and intense, reflecting the bear's resilience and fighting spirit. Similarly, male Siberian tigers also engage in fierce intraspecies fights, though these are more about dominance and less about survival. The nature of these battles showcases their aggression and combat skills, but doesn't necessarily mirror the life-or-death struggle often seen in polar bear conflicts. In summary, while the Siberian tiger might have more experience with formidable interspecies opponents, the polar bear's intraspecies battles paint a picture of an animal equally adept and experienced in combat. These insights into their natural confrontations provide a deeper understanding of how a hypothetical fight might unfold, balancing the scales in this intriguing clash of titans. Analyzing a hypothetical fight between a polar bear and a Siberian tiger in terms of winning probabilities is speculative and based on their known physical attributes and behaviors. Here's a deeper look at their strengths, weaknesses, and the critical considerations that might affect the fight's dynamics. Polar bear's profile: strengths: immense size and strength, thick fur and fat layer for protection, powerful paws capable of delivering heavy blows. Weaknesses: potentially lower endurance and less agility compared to the tiger. Siberian tiger's profile: strengths: superior agility and speed, ability to deliver precise and lethal strikes, experience in tackling formidable foes like Ussuri brown bears. Weaknesses: smaller size compared to the polar bear and less protective body armor. Critical considerations: endurance and stamina. The tiger's chances might improve as the fight prolongs and the bear tires. However, this is contingent on the tiger successfully avoiding the bear's powerful initial attacks and effectively leveraging its speed and agility. Initial engagement: the outcome of the first few moments is crucial. The polar bear would have an advantage in a direct power struggle, utilizing its size and strength, while the tiger would likely rely on its agility to evade and strategically counterattack. Polar bear's winning probability: given its sheer size and strength, which could be overwhelming for the tiger in close combat, the polar bear might have a winning probability of around 60–65%. Siberian tiger's winning probability: the tiger's agility, strategic combat style, and experience with formidable foes like Ussuri brown bears give it a significant chance. A reasonable estimate for the tiger's winning probability might be around 35–40%. These probabilities reflect an analysis that considers the unique strengths and weaknesses of each animal, as well as the dynamics that could play out in a hypothetical encounter. It's a speculative scenario that draws on our understanding of these magnificent creatures' capabilities and behaviors in the wild. In this scenario, while the polar bear might have a higher probability of winning due to its size and strength, the Siberian tiger's agility and combat skills cannot be underestimated, providing it with a substantial chance of success under the right circumstances. It's important to reiterate that this analysis is purely theoretical and for entertainment purposes, as these animals do not naturally encounter each other in the wild. Do you think we got it right? Did we miss some critical factors in the analysis? What probabilities would you assign to each of the animals winning the fight? Let us know in the comments. Also, subscribe and hit the bell icon to make sure you won't miss our next adventures into the fascinating world of wild animals. Thank you for watching.